There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deeza's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Over here! Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye? I would appreciate your
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
Expense of my duty.
Follow me! 'Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Deeza is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent King Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brant if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been, Your Grace?
Forgive me. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
I could see myself.
'Twould be a wasted opportunity not to make our delivery while we're here.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced. Right you are.
Good. We're here.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
That's odd.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
What?
Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
Lessening our load will...
My. I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? I'd thought you were keener wit than that. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you found me out? So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Glad we understand each other. I'll be on my way then.
You showed mercy to the agent, Master. How very gracious of you.
I have no answer to give.
I'd gladly accompany you into the palace if I could, Master. But my kind are only permitted as far as the entrance.
Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there, neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map. You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
I'm all for camping, but solid walls are a joy that can't be beat. And hours for a full week, at no charge. What a steal.
Indeed, you are correct.
There is much we ought to tend to. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldhar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldhar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldhar will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Right, just follow me. Eager as I am to explore the castle with you, I fear my kind are not welcome within, but I shall see you to the entrance.
Thankless job, this.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one Arisen has been upended, or Deeza's Arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are Arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be Arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deeza's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
A place to quench one's thirst for knowledge, eh? I'll admit, 'tis an intriguing prospect.
There was a place fitting that description within the slums, as I recall.
Of course. The answer was staring me right in the face.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim, a place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldhar, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there...
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortunes... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be... You see, one of the children we care for here... Malcolm, his name is. This building's very old. Might I impose on you?
What we need now is information. The question is, where to find it? Indeed, you are correct. We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Malcolm's been... Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who... Maybe he was hoping to find some...
We were supposed to go explore. Wish he'd woken me up.
We'd best report back. Vaults, eh?
Vaults, you say? Ah, but you mention rubble. Come, I fear there's not a moment. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
Let us endeavor to keep pace with our guide. Indeed, you are correct.
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely in any scholar's dream. Indeed, you are correct.
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have brought them here, I wonder?
This place is amazing. I knew I'd find...
Here you are, sir. I shall gladly aid you if 'tis within my power. Pray, keep your voice.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own. Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are Arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination, mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading.
It seems Magistrate Waldhar has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
That's that then. Can I seek out a soft bed for a kip?
We are spent, well and true. Indeed, you are correct.